Hey guys, it's John here coming to you with a very quick how-to video. As requested by a viewer, I'm going to show you guys today how to rebody your dolls. As you guys may know, I rebody some of my Disney Store dolls just to have a little bit more posability and playability. Warning, this video will contain doll nudity. So let's jump right into the doll tutorial. What you're going to need for this tutorial is obviously the head that you're going to replace on the new body, and of course the new body itself. As you guys can see here, I decided to choose this 2012 Cinderella doll from the Disney Store, which has knee articulation and feet articulation, whereas this newer Ariel only has the rubber click knees and nothing in the feet. When picking out the new doll's body, you're going to have to be sure that they're pretty much the same skin tone or very similar, just to make it look a little bit more natural. As you guys can see here, they're very similar, so luckily for me, you're also going to have to watch out for neck radius. If you're picking two dolls from two different companies, so a head from a different company and a doll body from a different company, you're going to have to look carefully to see if they're going to fit, because if the head doesn't fit, it's not going to work, obviously. Luckily for me, this is two dolls from the same companies from Disney Store, so they're obviously going to fit, they're going to be perfect for each other. What you're also going to need is your handy dandy home hairdryer. As you guys can see here, we have three different heat settings. We're mostly going to use the highest heat setting, which the idea is to warm up the neck joint and the head sculpt itself. Since this is kind of a rubbery plastic, it will heat up nicely. Don't worry about it melting or anything. It shouldn't, unless your hairdryer goes up to 1,000,000,000 degrees or something. You might want to change it to medium. And that will just soften up the head sculpt itself. Soften it up enough. We're going to do that for about, 15 to 30 seconds, just so it softens up, and you can pull it off by just kind of jabbing your fingers underneath her neck and pulling it out. You're also going to need a little bit of strength for this tutorial. Pulling out the doll heads can be a lot trickier sometimes if the doll head itself is made out of pretty thick plastic, like Maleficent. As you can see here, her head is really thick, especially around the neck. So that took a lot of effort to take off her head. So if you're going to do something like that, I highly recommend getting an adult to help you out. Just tell them to do it gently, but do it firmly. So let's jump in and get this thing started. Just a quick tip for you, when you are removing the doll head, please be careful when doing so. You don't want to use all your strength, or else you're going to break this little piece off. I know that from experience. It took me many dolls, so many dolls have had to go in the bin because I have broken the neck piece, which then of course now the doll is ruined. So I do highly recommend that you kind of, as you guys could see, I kind of kept on wobbling the head. Pulling her head kind of at an angle is a lot better than pulling it straight up, because you do really want to get just one side of this off first, and then it's easy to just move it around. Whereas if you just pull it up, the whole piece is going to pretty much just break off. So now that we have both of the pieces we need, we have the Ariel head and the articulated body, all you're going to need to do now is just push her head on, and this can take a little bit of strength as well. You just have to push it up. Don't mind her hair, we can fix it after. What I normally do is push her neck all the way down to, or push her head all the way down to the bottom of her neck base, and then adjust it by wobbling it back up until it fits nicely. And there you have it. Now she has articulated body. The head still does everything. It tilts, goes up and down, it rotates, and now we have the articulated feet. This trick can also be done for your other dolls, just like the Disney prints I have here. We have Eric. Their neck is a little bit different though. As you guys can see, this neck is made for tilting as well. as full rotation, while this one, the Disney princes don't tilt at all, they just have full rotation. So I won't be afraid to do it without the hairdryer with the Disney princes. It will just be a lot easier if you have that head mold nice and soft and warmed up. So I'll quickly demonstrate that for you. And voila, there you have it. That took a little bit more time and a lot more strength than the Disney princesses, and that's just because the radius of the neck joint on the prince dolls are a lot larger than the princesses, as you guys can see there. It's a lot more thicker, and because the holes on the prince dolls are kind of small too, so it's a little bit more difficult to remove the head on the Disney princes than the Disney princesses. As you guys see, it took a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, but it can be done. Best way to put the heads back on or onto a different body is again heating it up a little just to soften up the plastic and pushing it down. With the princes, I wouldn't mind like really squishing their heads down because their heads will just reform. As you guys could see, I was tearing his head off. So as you guys can see, their heads are really squishy and they just reform back to their normal shape. Easy as that, that's how I rebody my dolls. I really hope this video helped someone out. If you have any other ideas of what you'd like to see with a how-to video, be sure to comment down below and I'll see if I can get that done for you. Until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye!